Good evening, viewers. Ignore the light behind me. So this week's theme is the costumes because it is Halloween week and Halloween is tomorrow. So my costume is not all that very well planned out, and of course some of the stuff tends to break apart. But I'm going as a Splicer from out of Bioshock, even though it might not look like it. Because yes, they don't normally wear hoods, they normally wear just regular tattered clothing, but this thing is tattered, so it works well enough. And if that doesn't work, I always have a little backup planned. And whenever I go to a Halloween store, I always like to find and grab whatever accessories that I can, because those are just so amazing, especially the ones that are actually built to last a little while. You see, this thing will actually last more than just 5 minutes, whereas this didn't last being dropped onto the table. Not a joke. And also poor workmanship with all the glue obviously right there, and yeah. And of course, as a splicer, I also have the syringe of Adam. It gets difficult to juggle multiple things while wearing a costume, which is why I got this, so then I could still have a free hand. I don't know why the syringe came with this extra long part. Although, do syringes normally have that? Because I didn't think so, but this one did. I don't want to just rip it off in case it's supposed to have that or something, but yes, that's just a glow stick inside that I'm supposed to snap on it, but during more of the night, not the evening that it is right now. And so anyway, Halloween costumes. When finding a costume, it is very important that you can be warm. I recommend something that, at least having something that covers your head like a hood. My head is out already sweating, and I just put the hood on 2 seconds ago. Well, actually 2 minutes and 36 seconds ago. And because you lose most of your body heat through your head and your feet. And up at this part of the world, it's usually snowing on Halloween. Snowing, or there's already snow of some sort, so it's very important that you have something that will keep you warm. And so that's why you don't really see too many of the sexy blank costumes around in Canada, because people there would just freeze themselves, and even if someone were wearing one, you probably wouldn't want to see them, unless of course it's like an indoor party, but like actually going around, that would be very strange, seeing someone as, like, say, a sexy leopard taking the kids trick-or-treating. Somewhat funny, but not very well thought out, if you think about it. And up there was where I broke my phone last week. I know you can't actually see the cracks, I hope, unless you can, because they might be over the camera, but yeah. But it still works well enough, and apparently, I should have recognized this when I first saw that warranty, that stated that it does not cover accidental or intentional damage. For the first year, whenever I tried to quote that, I always kept on saying, it doesn't cover accidental or intellectual damage, which means that if you break it on purpose like an idiot, apparently you'll get replaced, so. And also, shortly before we went to the costume store to get my costume, we went over to the pet store to get costumes for the pets, which are now running around outside because they are afraid of the Halloween costumes, especially this thing and the trick knife that I got, which is actually in the kitchen. right next to all the other knives. But yeah, I got it basically for on the stage. I could easily really talk about that for a bit more, but this isn't time for stage talk. It is time for Halloween talk. And Halloween is important that you get costumes, not just the costume, but also make sure that not just the clothing, not just the items, but make sure that you have the spirit of the character that you're going as. So say for me, going as a splicer, which kind spider splicers, because they are totally awesome. Drilling, sorry. So what I would do is pretend that I'm actually like a spider splicer, aka a super powered drug addict. Yeah, not a joke. Which was basically be like my foot being up on my toes, so say a flat foot up on my toes. That helps with a bit of an eerie aspect as well as the moving from side to side, because if someone's just standing there, it's not as, it can be creepy, but if someone is standing there, their heels bent, and they're moving from side to side, slowly or in a medium pace, it is a heck of a lot scarier. But of course, if you want to scare my dogs, all you need is a box. DFTBA.